Good afternoon, Darren Hunt. You're early. I'm using some different cards today. I hope you like them. They are animal cards, but it's healing animals. So let's see what we go. Hello, Elsa. Hope you're both all right. Cornelia, you're early again. Don't go away, though, Cornelia, because sometimes, you know, it... Oh, hello, Jenna. Miss Kay. Kylie. Okay, so let's start with Darren then. He was first on. Hello, Izzy. Right. This is for Darren Hunt. You've got ashwagandha. So that is an Indian herb. And I see the flask. It's got the sun and the moon. It says purpose. The number 54. The moon is just becoming into half. And as I see the seeds of change coming around you, I see the number 3. I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I see the roots that are coming down for you. Darren, 54. I always say mother-in-law because that is the bingo term. But 54, age or a door. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 is September. September for changes coming around you. But as I see this card, I see that everything is in perpetual motion. So you're going round and round and round in circles. Life has just been one bowl of cherries just recently, Darren. And I know as I'm talking to you, I just feel I want to give you a push in the right direction. I've got pain right across my tummy here. So this is either a person on the earth plane, you yourself, or there's someone in the spirit world that really had this pain right across the tummy area. Let me show you where I'm there, right across that tummy. I have a lady with you, and this lady that comes around you is mom or grandma. She was a lady that loved to be with the kids. She said she loved to always be around when people wanted her. She's saying here, time is of the essence for you at the moment. Have you been looking for a new job? Are you looking for a new way to move forward? But I'm seeing a pathway that is going that way. So it's going to the right. Instead of going backwards and forwards the way you have been, I want you to take the right pathway, which is right. The lady that's given me, she's given me the name of Megan, maybe known as Megan. I'm given Megan, Elizabeth, and I've just been given, she said Betty. You would have understood her as Betty. And she gives me the name of, I don't know why, but I want to give you the name of Cora, C-O-R-A. So maybe that's somebody in your past, but you will have to ask the questions. She brings you a currant loaf. I don't know if you understand. She used to make a currant loaf. And sometimes when it was getting a bit stale, she would cut it up and she would make a bread pudding out of the currant loaf. She said, you have to start to move forward on your true pathway. Know at the end of the day that life is uncertain at the moment. So sometimes if you're in a job and your job doesn't feel safe, then it's time to look for something new. I also have a gentleman with you. This gentleman with you is Tom. He says Tom straight away. I can see him out in his garden. He's got a little brown and white Jack Russell with him. He has got gloves on and Wellington boots, and he's very busy down in the garden. He said he liked to do things his own way, and he always grew some beautiful vegetables and flowers. Darren, he's saying to you, get your backside into gear, lad, and find yourself again. But I know your job will be there for you in March. So look forward to March, where you will either be instilled into a new job or you will find a new job. I've asked for something special for you, and I've been given a sugar cane. And just to give you a little bit sugar in your life at the moment. Maybe you are a diabetic, or he was a diabetic, but he said you always should have a little bit of sugar to help you. All right, sweetheart, we'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I come to Jenna M, please? Jenna M. Right, Gemma, you've got comfrey. All right, comfrey. And this says completion. It's also got 32. And we've got the crystal clear quartz for you. I see the goat. I see the moon is just past its zenith. The comfrey is a lovely herb and lots of things as added. I see a lack of fogginess around you at the moment. So my mind is not quite here at the minute. We have the number 32, 32 age, 32 door, 3 and 2 is 5, 5 is May. But I just see this lovely crystal, the clear quartz. If you use that for your healing, it will help you. We have a lovely, I feel it is a bird of prey, probably a hawk, and that is watching over you. Maybe that is your power animal, the hawk. But take the love that's being given to you, sweetheart, because it's all there for you. Right, we have a lady here with you, and this lady is mum or grandma. Jenna, there is, with this lady, a sense of always being busy, never stopping, always on the go. Took things in her stride, but often didn't always see what was the end of her nose. She was a lady that gave so much of herself. There is a lot going on in your life at the minute, and I feel with you, sweetheart, you have to start to remember that family are with you always, always. Jenna, you feel a bit lost at the minute, and this is what the lady's saying to you. You need to start to believe that you can do it again. Knowledge is a lovely thing to have, but you need to believe that you can do it. The lady's just brought you a lovely box of licorice comforts as a memory. And she said, there is so much love coming to you. But she said, always remember that we are around you. She gives me Jean, Anne, and Margaret, so I know they're connected around you. And I have a gentleman here with you as well. And this gentleman with you is a lovely, lovely gentleman. I felt he was in the army. He was a strong believer in spirit. He also loved to read, and I could see him reading. He also loved to watch cowboy films, so he's showing me that as well. He gives me John, Arthur, and he's just given me also Bill, so I know those names are there with you. He's showing me there's so much love coming to you from the spirit world. And he's saying to you, always trust in your own spiritual journey and you will get there. And I'm holding that clear crystal in my hand, and I know that it will hold you in good stead. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. All right, let's see who's next. All right. Let's go. I'm going back. Can I come to Miss K, please? Miss K. Miss K. There you go, sweetheart. Let's choose you a card. Oh, your mum made bread and butter out of currant loaf. There you go. So do I. Right, Miss K. You have got valerian. That's a herb. Oh, and we've got the chakras with you. Can you see the chakras? Kylie. Okay, Kylie, this is what I'm seeing. We have the chakras and the heart chakra, and we've also got the solar plexus showing. We have 44, and it says acceptance, accepting for who you are, and no mountain is too high for you. I see the rat, so the rat maybe is your power animal, but 44 also means to me birth of angels. We have no moon today. We've just got the stars and we've got the mountains. But as I look at this, I know there's a lot going on in your life, and I've got lilies. What I'm saying now, 44 age, 44 for a door number. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 is August. But I'm seeing a lovely, I'm seeing like roots coming down. So you have to spread your roots. I feel with you, Kylie, there is a lot going on in your head at the minute. It's like your head is all up in the air. Morning, Christine and Candice and Susan. I'm just feeling as though I've got a bad head at the moment. So either it is you that's got headaches or someone in the spirit world had either head trauma or something like that. Kylie, I have a lady with you. This lady's about 5'4". She has got a sweeping brush and she's sweeping. I feel that she was a lady that knew her herbs. And I feel you know all the herbs that you can have for the different things. I want to give chrysanthemum for headaches. I also know with you that you and this lady spent a lot of time together. She's got dark hair, glasses, purple top. She loved purple. And she's showing me lavender in her garden. She loved lavender and would use lavender not only for lavender bags, but she would also use it in her baking. She was a lady that trusted everything until someone put her down. And you're very much the same as her in that sense. She's very much a lady that absolutely loved you to pieces. She has a lovely cat with her, Kylie. And this cat, oh, the plants, I've got 5 lavender in my garden. And I've got the French lavender. And I have Old English lavender. I also have marigolds. And this lady's giving me all these different plants. She said she loved lilac as well, and especially the purple lilac. Kylie, she has given me the name of Brenda. She's given me Maggie, and she's just given me Dorothy. So I know they're connected around you. Oh, I haven't got pink. I'll have to see what that is when I move into my new home, because lavender's going with me. She said about precious memories. So you must take on board that the memories you've got of this lady are with you. I've also got Joyce with you as well, as another lady steps in. And this other lady was a lady that loved biscuits. Didn't matter what kind of biscuit it was, she loved fig rolls. And she also loved digestive with half chocolate. I don't know whether this is Joyce or whether it is Anne, but I know this other lady is either an aunt or a mum. She loved a garden as well, but she said she loved you. And she's saying about taking things in your stride. She said, watch where things make changes around you. Take heart, dearie, she said, take heart. And she's given you some lovely tulips. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I talk to Susan Durrett, please? You were next on my list. And the next one will be Joe White. So Susan Durrett, you've got rosemary. Can you see that? As I look at this, I see the Indian maid and the Indian, I want to say it is like, is the one that always was around you. I see the different designs here. I see the moon and the stars, but the sun is quite potent with it. And we've got number 3. And it says ancient memory. So I know that the Indians took things to heart. And the rosemary is part and parcel of doing the shamanic rites. So I feel that you're in with the shamanic rites. We have number 3. Third of the month, 3rd on a door, 3 on a door. But the month of March. I'm seeing here smoke. So maybe it is to do with smudging. But the rosemary is in with the sage. I know the rosemary is also for brain. But I know as I see this, I see you in a different place. Susan, I feel your strength is in your knowledge. But I also feel your knowledge is sometimes lacking a bit. Maybe time to read some books. As I always say, reading the Celestine prophecy tells you there's no such thing as a coincidence. Also, if you read The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, that tells you you can overcome all difficulties. But I know once you start to read, you will find lots of things on a spiritual level that can help you. I have a gentleman with you. This gentleman was in the Air Force. He's a tall gentleman. He was very strong-willed and could be stubborn. And he says you can be stubborn as well sometimes. I know this gentleman is telling you that you can overcome all difficulties. Just trust in your own self. Trust in your guides and your helpers. You have a grandmother that is your guide. And I don't know whether it's a great-grandmother or a grandmother, but I'm given the name of Iris and Ivy, because I heard I. So it's either Iris or Ivy or Ina. But I want to give you this lady who is with you, and she is a grandparent, and she is on father's side, and she is your guide, and she will help you to overcome all difficulties. I feel the gentleman's memory was going before he passed to the spirit world. I'm given the name of Jeffrey, Raymond, and also John, so I know they are connected around you. The lady that's with you now is either mum or grandma. I want to say Peggy Sue. I also want to give you the name of Anne or Annie and Jean. And she is coming forward to get you things ready for a potluck. Are you going on a potluck in the next couple of days? But she said you've got to do the right things. She's done devils on horseback. God knows what that is, but this is what she's saying to you. You should know. Oh, isn't that prunes and bacon? I think that might be. But I just want to give you devils on horseback for your potluck and baked potatoes. Susan, find yourself a circle that can help you to progress. But I know this lady is very much with you. And she's saying about knowing how far you've come, because she said, trust in yourself. She brings you wallflowers. And these wallflowers, I can smell the rain on them. So she must have loved to walk in the rain, and you must like to walk in the rain. I've just been given the name of Jimmy or Jim, and I've just been given also the name of Lavinia. I've been given some lovely daffodils for you. The daffodils are for spring. So take it all on board. Look after you, Susan, and show that your inner spirit is alive. But it must be your great-grandmother or your great-great-grandmother who is your guide. And you will know as soon as you feel the energy that she is with you. So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Joe White, please. Can I talk to you, sweetheart? Joe White. Is Joe White still here? Ah, yes, you are. Okay, Joe. Let's have a look at this one. Poor Diago. Poor Diago. God knows what that herb is, but poor Diago. And it means metamorphosis. So it's a metamorphosis. And I can see the lovely pink here. I see here the spinning wheel. So I know with you, things are not being too good with you. I've also got a lock and chain. So things you need to find for yourself. We have the number 7 there. 7 doors, 7 of the month. 7th month is July. But as I look at this pink, I see pearls as well. Pearls of wisdom. But the changes, which is metamorphosis, is the touch of spirit. So spirit is with you, showing you the way. As I see this person here, this is the goddess. And I want to say this is the goddess of spring. So I want to bring that with you as well. Okay. Joe, I feel you have been struggling quite a lot with health just recently, and also to do with my mind. Your mind is being showing people that you're just not ready at the moment to move forward. I do know with you, there's a lot going on around you. And I know as I'm talking to you, there is changes that is coming around you. I know as I talk to you as well, Joe, there's everything is going round and round and round in circles. But I do have a lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward. She suffered quite a lot with her lungs, I feel. I feel on the right-hand side. No, the left-hand side. Oh, it's both lungs. I've got problems with the lungs. So she either had emphysema or COPD, because I'm feeling both lungs. I know as I'm talking to her, she is very much a person. There is so much going on. And she's telling me about illness having always there. I am seeing pick and mix. Do you know what? I want to give you pick and mix for some reason. Is this a memory of going out and getting a bag of sweeties that was all come out of a pick and mix? All right. Thanks, Miss Kylie. She's very much a lady that loved to cook, because she's showing me liver and onions and bacon. And she said lots and lots of people don't like liver, but she said it is so good for you. She's brought you liver and onions, sausage and mash, toad in the hole. And she's just saying she loved also to make a chicken dinner. I feel this is memories for you, sweetheart, because she's so much in tune with you at the moment. She said you've been looking for something. She's saying about looking for new avenues. So maybe you're looking for a new direction. And if you understood what I said about books, find a book that can help you. Maybe Betty Shine's workbook. That is one of the lovely, lovely books you can read, because it is meditations for yourself. I'm hearing Peggy. I'm hearing Hannah. And I want to also give you, I feel she's saying to me, Dorothy, maybe known as Dot. Gentleman now comes. This gentleman is about 5'8" in height. He's wearing a cap. He's just lifted his cap and put it back on his head. He always showed respect. If you were walking with him and a funeral came me, and it is, the hat was lifted in respect. He gives me Jack, and also he gives me Peter. So I know those names are important, right? Yes, probably Joe. But I know he loved his food, and especially his liver and onions. Good. You need to read some nice books. And I told you the Celestine Prophecy. Also, as I said before, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. I could tell you so many books to read because I read so many. And I know a lot of you have read my books, Spirit and I, and you will find them on the earth plane, Joe. Just keep an eye on those, all right? But also opening the door to spirit. But you can take a Tom, you can also take a John, and you can also take a Michael. So I know they're all there because this is what the gentleman's telling me. And there's also an Albert and an Arthur. They're all connected around you, Joe White. I know, sweetheart, just take things in your stride. And I am going to give you a yellow rose. And that yellow rose is for recalling past and removing past. So I'm leaving that with you. Then you have to ask family then, Joe. You will find what I'm saying, I promise you. So I'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Cornelia, I know you was on first, but I go to who I'm drawn to. So I'm going to talk to Cornelia Dutton, and then I'm going to talk to Tanya Rideout. Okay. Rhodiola. Never heard that one before. Rhodiola. Going to have a look through my herb books again. The rhodiola means wisdom. It is quite a strong plant, and I can see Pegasus there, and I can see also the mountains. We have the number 37 here. 37 door, 37 age, 3 and 7 is 10. 10 is balance. 1 is new beginnings, January. I know as I'm looking at this card, I feel sentimentality with this as well as wisdom. Morning, Christine. I think I said good morning to you earlier. But I know as I look at this and see Pegasus that you are very spiritual on your own terms, sweetheart. Cornelia, I have a lady with you. And this lady, as she comes forward, I feel she had problems with her stomach before she passed to the spirit world. I feel it was cancer. I also feel she was strong-willed with you. She said you also on, as I see things working. I know that you are very much a man, as a man comes in as well. This man is with the woman. So I feel they're husband and wife. I know also the gentleman had angina. I can feel the angina in my jaw. So I know on a spiritual level, this gentleman and lady are with you. I'm bringing love and hope to you. I have the name of Delilah. I don't know whether or not this lady is showing you this gentleman. You didn't know your father, that's fine. I didn't know mine either. He was a Canadian. I'm feeling as though my chest is full to the brim with cancer. And I have this gentleman that is with you. I do feel it is a father figure. So it could have been a stepfather or somebody you classed as a father. I am given Ian. I am given Mavis. I'm given Anne and Jean. And I'm also given as well Tom. Tammy, Tom. I'm going to give you some lovely, lovely lavender. And can I say thank you for working with me? Right, the other person I said I was going to do next. was, Tanya. Yep, Tanya. Oh, God. Excuse me a moment while I have a drink. Right, Tanya. Mitra Giania. Never heard that one before either. Mitra Giania. And this says shape-shifting 34, 34th of the month, 34 age, 34 door, 3 and 4 is 7. I see here it's in like a bean pod. And I see here that the roots are quite short. I have the dragonfly. That means spirituality. I have 3 stars all in a line, and I have a shooting star. I see the leaves are brown and green. So I know this is all to do with this herb, Mitragania. Tanya, I feel you're struggling a bit at the moment. It's like struggling to find yourself. It's like I'm up and down, round and round, and I'm trying to do so much for myself that I don't always manage to find where I am. You are a person that gives so much of yourself. And I know there's a lot going on in your life that you need to find a new way forward. I know as there's so much going on with you that I feel you must start to bring yourself back into where you used to be. You are a strong lady, and I feel you just need to just look and find you again. Maybe it's time to make those changes. I have a lady here with you, and this lady had a problem, or you have a problem with your teeth at the moment. I feel you have the strength of this lady. This is mum or grandma. I'm hearing the song My Diane, so you must understand the name of Diane. I'm also seeing Tanya as well, the name of Livy. Earth or spirit, these names, so I don't know. I never know. And I'm giving you also the name of Jean or Jeannie. I'm seeing here someone around you that would have sat you on her knee, and you would have known that there was a problem. Whenever she hugged you, she was sad. But she never, ever stopped loving you, she's telling me. She was a baker. I don't know if it's the surname of Baker or she was a baker. She's a lady that gave her best. She's saying here that you helped her a lot in the kitchen. Ah. She's showing me wallpapering. So did you help her wallpaper? Because she's showing me wallpaper. Maybe there's a need to decorate at the moment. I don't know. I'm just giving you what I'm getting at the moment. And I have an Alsatian dog. It was a female dog. So it's either your dog or her dog. Okay. She's knitting a scarf at the minute. So I know that she knitted. I'm given Madeline. I'm also given the name of Linda. And I've just been given also the name of Patricia, maybe known as Peggy. Earth or spirit, you'll have to find those. I have a gentleman now, and this gentleman, he's given me the name of Roy and also Alan. And he's just given me Peter, so I know they're connected around you. I'm feeling with him that he loved to be always in his garden. He also liked to sit in his garden. Please take it away, please. I know there was angina with him. And I know George was there as well. He brings you some apples off his tree to make an apple pie, because he said you loved apple pie and custard. He says, stop doing things at breakneck speed. Take time for you. Always be yourself. I know at the end of the day, sweetheart, you have to start to believe that you can do things again. I want to give you a lovely poppy. And the poppy is given to you with love. Sorry a minute, there's somebody at my door. It won't even for me, for goodness sake. So I know at the end of the day, Tanya, I want to give you that lovely red poppy and say thank you for working with me. Okay, Amanda Nicer, is that who? Are you still here, Amanda Nicer? Amanda Nicer. Hi, Bill. Hi, Bernadette. Is Amanda Nicer still here? Yeah, there you go. Let's choose you a card. You've got Angel's Trumpet. Isn't that pretty? It means death of something that's past, but it means also that new beginnings, new ways of finding you. The angel trumpet is one that comes out on a night, but I know it's the death of the old and new that is coming. We have 46 here, 46 door, 46 age, 4 and 6 is 10. 10 means October and balance. And it also means number 1, new beginnings. And this is what I was saying. It's always new. Something comes out of the past and into the new. And I feel this is what you're needing at the moment, to remove everything there that is blocking you and move yourself forward. This lovely pinky red flower is one that grows in the nighttime. Okay. Amanda, I feel that you are struggling a bit with yourself. I know there's a lot going on in your life at the moment, but you have to let it go. I feel you have had so much upheaval that you need just to find who you are again. I know at the end of the day, there is a lot going on, but you need to find you. I have a lady with you. This lady, as she comes forward, I feel the name of Francis. I also feel the name of June, and also the month of June. I'm also hearing as well the name of Catherine. So I know they're connected around you. I feel with you that with this lady, she was a strong lady. She didn't take prisoners. If she thought something wasn't right, she would speak out. She was a lady that always gave her best. She loved the children and would always, always make something for them. I want to say this is either your mom or your grandma. I know this lady. She was a lady that loved flowers, especially roses, because she's just given me a beautiful yellow rose. And to me, the yellow rose is perfection. But also, as well, there's a lot going on with her and with you. She's saying, Amanda, that you have to let the past go and you have to move forward and find you again. I see you stuck on a web, a spider's web. And although that spider's web means spirituality, I feel that spider has you in its grasp. So you need to let go and move forward. I'm feeling also that you need, just for a moment or two, just to look at this lady and see how her strength was and take that strength back for you. I know also that as this lady's talking to me, she said Barbara is there as well. There's now a gentleman coming forward. Father, I believe. Or it could be a father figure. He was a gentleman that was always out and about. He loved the sea. He's showing me the sea. And especially when it was a stormy sea. He loved stormy seas. But I feel he was a stormy man as well. He had a lot of courage. And I feel he was in the forces because he's saying he was glad to get home. I'm given Fred. I'm given George. And I'm given Tim. So their names either on the earth plane or in the spirit world. But Amanda, you have to start to believe in yourself again. Show others that you are strong. And I'm giving you an orange rose for memories. So then take everything which I've said, use that beautiful orange rose for memories, and walk forward. Find yourself again. All right? So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right. Let's have a look who I'm going to next. Come on then, Joey Bard. Let's talk to you. Do you know, before I pick this card, I want to give you a mermaid for some reason. Maybe it is to do with your spirituality and somebody that loved to be in the water. You've got the skull cap. Can you see that? We have a scorpion. We have a mask. And it's a split mask. So Pisces. Is it Pisces? No, it's Gemini. Gemini for the twins. We have the moon, the stars, locks, timer, the wheel, and all the stars that are shining. It says stillness. The number 47, 4 and 7 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 4 and 7 is not 11. It's 13. 1 and 3 is 4. But I know as I hold this in my hand that I need you to find yourself again. No pressure, Joey, but you have got so much to live for, so much to do, and so many people in the spirit world that are shouting to you. I'm told, get your backside into gear. Start to be yourself again. Stop worrying about what might be and look to what will be. You're a willing spiritual person. You know where you want to be. But I just feel as though I have somebody here that had a heart attack. And I want to say this is a gentleman that had a heart attack. I want to give you Tony. I want to give you Mark. And I want to give you Alan. So I know they're connected around you. I'm told here, as this gentleman comes forward, he had the heart attack and that he suffered quite a bit. I want to say father, uncle, or brother. I want to say that I haven't been gone over long. I'm a person that loved family. And he loved family and he loved you. He was a bit of a joker. And he loved a drink. He was somebody that kept himself to himself. But he was a joker. He said that's very much like you as well. You're the joker. And you like people to see how much there was going in your life. Joey, he said you have a brother in the spirit world. Have you? Let me know. Well, this gentleman is in the spirit world, is Alan, and I've also got a brother in the spirit world. Because I heard that song, Brotherhood of Man. So I know brother is there. I also want the name of Colin. I also want the name of Matthew, Matt. So they're all connected around you, and they just wanted to let you know that the person that recently passed is okay. And surety is one of the things which you need to know. I have a lady here with you now. And this lady, she comes forward. She's just brought you an ice cream with a flake. And I feel that the ice cream and flake is a memory. Because this lady would often buy you when the ice cream parlor was opened, you would go and have an ice cream with her. Mum or grandma, the name of Gladys, the name of Margaret, and the name of Jean comes in. She was a lady that loved to do things her own way. And she just wanted to let you know that she's always around you and that she knows that you are struggling with your health and with what people are saying around you. Joey, if this is your brother in the spirit world, he is there, or someone like a brother. But I know there's a brother feeling in the spirit world. So just take things on board and find yourself again. You know you will get there. Just believe in yourself. And I told you I've been given an ice cream cornet with a flake in it. So enjoy. Okay. Oh, please take it away, please. Joanne Griffiths, please. Can I talk to you? Joanne Griffiths. You've got the cacao, the chocolate. Can you see? As I see that, we've got heart. We've got parrot. We've got the moon, half mast, or the half moon. The cacao is chocolate beans. And I see a fire being built to roast the beans. It means initiation. We've got 38. 38 door, 38 age. 3 and 8 is 11. 11 is November. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 is February. Okay, as I see this card, it feels as though you are going through a sticky patch at the moment. And I know there's a lot going on at this moment, but I just feel you need to find you again. There's a lot of memories, and memories come from things that have happened around you. I know as I'm talking to you, I feel a sense of not knowing where to go next. Do I know what I want to do? There is so much love coming to you from the spirit world, sweetheart, that you have to start to look to the future and find yourself. There is today, as I said, I've got a lady with you. This lady is mother or grandmother. She was a lady that loved to be always in her garden. She's showing me gooseberry bushes, and also she's showing me red currants and black currants. So she loved the fruits. She also had the blackberries and raspberries, so she would use those to make jams. She was a strong lady when she was on the earth plane, and she gives so much love to you, sweetheart. I'm giving Sheila or Shirley, because I just heard the sh. I know I need to give you Janet, and I want to give you Anne or Annie. The lady is showing me also her flowers, and the flowers are just beautiful. I can see daffodils, crocuses, hyacinths. I can also see as well snowdrops. She's just saying to you, stick to your guns, sweetheart. You will get there. And I've got indigestion. So you must understand where this lady either passed with a heart complaint or she thought she had indigestion. Or there's somebody around you that's suffering with heartburn and indigestion. I just heard Pearl, so you must understand Pearl as well. She said, you always look pretty in pink. And she's given me pink and pinks. Joanne, I'm also given a lovely gentleman. And this gentleman's not got any hair on his head. He's bald. He's doing this. He said, I polish my scalp. And he's laughing. And this is dad or granddad. He gives me the names of John. And he's just given me Norman. And he's just given me Jeff. So those names are important around you. He was a gentleman that loved his birds. I can see him filling up his bird feeders. And he's got some, how can I say it in a way that I know? He's showing me bird boxes for the bluebirds. And I can see the different birds around. So he would watch the birds. He's on about George. And he's just saying about, you know, Tom Jones singing the green, green grass of home. He loved his home. Joanne, I want to give you lupins. Lupins mean to me spreading the seeds. Just know at the end of the day, you have to start to believe in yourself again. As I said to you, read some books. They will help you. But also remember this. Life is for living. Live your life the best you can. And you are given white roses. And the white roses mean to me always. So can I say thank you for working with me? Everyone here, thank you for coming in. It's now time for me to leave. It is now 12 o'clock. Well, it's gone 12 o'clock. It's 12:05. But I will be back on Wednesday, 4 till 5. I am on Prism of Light tomorrow at 11 till 12 or 12 till 1, whatever. But take everything in your stride, everybody. Always take things the best you can. So take care, everybody.